trying to find Gavaya. He makes a mess of it, but gets it back because the Southstars defender, I think it's one of the Phillips, knocks it into touch. But here they come again. Hodge battling away in the midfield. Fakes one way, then passes square. Find Warner. Warner in trouble. Hands the ball and tries to get away from the St. Peter's players. So says David. He comes back and interrupts the play, trying to get back into a defensive position. And of course, the St. Peter's players are not happy. They're coming forward with David on the left side. David trying some fancy footwork, trying to dribble, loses out to Morton and Warner. Warner takes over, gives it away, gets it back. Warner battling away from Purcell. Purcell gets it. Purcell wins it cleanly, gives it to David. David chips it, loops it over, high looping ball. Defense collapses at it. One by Simmons. Simmons gets away from the number of players. Goes to the right side, finds Gavaya. Gavaya chips it into the box. A volley! Tricycle from Taekwondo Tyrrell. Goes way away from the goal. A for effort.
Very good effort, but Taekwondo went for the spectacular instead of maybe going for the simple. Maybe get the ball on the controller. I mean, pass the ball on, but going for the one-time shot. It's very difficult indeed. It will take a very good technique, some very good technique to get that ball into the goal. But good effort in the end.
At least he thought about it.
Yes, at least, and that's what our players should be doing at this point. Whenever they get inside that box, look for one-time shot to surprise the goalkeeper, not take too many touches. But here they come again.
See, man. But this time he walks on the ball and gives it out to Southstars. They spring Hodge forward, Hodge and Warrington. Another foot race. Warrington wins the race. With all his effort to get it back to his keeper. Keeper control, gives Harris. Harris, back to the man, take until. Meanwhile, the man is down. It looked like Warner, who injured himself.
I don't know what Leroy Billy Libert would have told his team at halftime, but they came out there looking more disciplined in defense, looking more organized, keeping a good shape behind. And St. Peter's on the other hand looking to unlock. At some time they try to mix it up with the long ball, but most of the time they're looking to unlock the defense of Trafalgar Southstars and trying to get that third goal, which would give them more of an insurance. But Trafalgar Southstars doing the right thing, keeping themselves in the game, Al. Don't concede too early after halftime. Keep the game alive, keep the contest alive, and then see what can happen afterwards.
Oh, good assessment there, Watts. As we see the Warner getting up now.
Because once they keep the game alive, once they don't concede too early, St. Peter's is going to get frustrated too. And they will have a chance. As I said, they have Nisbet up front. Oh, Nisbet is coming off now. Oh, Fire. Fire is the used to be the talisman for Trafalgar Southstars. I don't know if he still have the legs. He may still have the technique, but I don't think he have the legs still. Nisbet is coming off. No, sorry at all.
I think it's the injured player.
Yeah, let's see if Fire can do the work for them. If we got some fire to the attack.
Here comes Govaya. Simmons. Purcell gets it, sends it over to the other side. David has a right to shot. Goal was his goal! David with that right foot. Might be his weaker foot. But he timed it well and placed it even better.
Oh, that was a very good shot indeed. It exploded in the top of the net and giving St. Peter's their third goal. Very good shot from a tight angle. And goalkeeper had no chance at all. Was well struck, well directed, as I said, in the roof of the net, giving St. Peter's their third goal. And that may just be the killer goal. That might just be the goal that killer off the game as a contest for Trafalgar Southstars.
Yeah, you love to use that term, killing off the game. But that's not the idea that Billy has in mind. At least he wants to get a goal, and so he brought on his former top scorer, the man Kishan Fire Libert. And yet another Kishan on the field. Kishan, Dishan. Southstars going forward. Philip battling battling away for it. Eventually he wins the ball but loses the wrestling match. And loses free kick to St. Peter's.
Trafalgar Southstars. Out is number 14. Western Warner. In was number 20. Ishan Liger in the 58th minute.
Here they come again. Purcell trying to get a goal under pressure from Archibald.
St. Peter's 3 goals. Trafalgar Southstars.
Fire. Leibard to Morton. Morton has help. They go forward. They find Leibard. Turn up, turning out, walking on the ball. Losing out to Gavaya. Warrington trying that long ball that we talked about. Up to Purcell. Purcell has company. The company combined to take away the ball from him, send it into the stands. Very close to us here.
Well, that third goal might have just be the goal that would secure the 3 points for St. Peter's. Very difficult to see. Trafalgar Southstars.
Here comes Purcell at the keeper. 50-15 now, 100-0. Keeper gets it. But the last time these two teams played, it was 6-0 in favor of St. Peter's. Everyone was scoring. Chip ball forward. Simmons coming away. Simmons fakes on the inside. Gets a shot. Going to the back of the net. Simmons! 4. I didn't mean that they should go back up to the original 6. But the last time they played, it was 6-0. Now it's 4 with lots of time to go. On that occasion, we had Coughlin Harris scoring. He's not playing this game. Dennis Stevens scored. He's not playing this game. Devante Fry scoring. He's not playing this game. And the other goal scorers who scored in that game, Kareem Simmons, he scores again. He just scored. And Tyquan Till is still on the field. Ozani Purcell also scored in that game to make it 6. But here at the moment, it's just 4-0. Midway also through the second half.
How many goal scorers you have had? How many?
6 goals by 6 different goal scorers on that occasion.
And tonight?
4 goals by 4 different goal scorers.
Yeah, so we have 4 players inside on the score sheet now for St. Peter's. Good performance, good all-round performance from St. Peter's. Albeit that St. Peter's is handicapped. St. Peter's is handicapped.
You mean Southstars?
Southstars, sorry, is handicapped by having a player with carded. So I think they're going to be relaxed now. They're going to play at their own pace, play at their own tempo, at their own leisure. As you see them they're doing right now, they're enjoying themselves now. I expect them to express themselves more because they have a great advantage. They're going to exploit that advantage now.
And here comes the man Kishan Fairley, but anxious to get on the score sheet. Too anxious, overly anxious, and going into an offside position. Picked up by the man Paris.
So for sure the game is already killed off. Well, as a contest, as I said, not to kill off, but so it is.
Here they come again. Roberts crosses. This time the keeper comes off his mark and gets it.
It is an unassailable lead as far as St. Peter's is concerned. They have taken an unassailable lead, 4-0 versus Trafalgar.
Ground battle. Archibald Morton wins it, gives it up to Leibard. Leibard asking for help, finds Queely. Queely also looking for help, goes back to his right back. Again, one and last possession. Finds Morton. Morton to Queely. Queely trying to go to the right side. Warrington is reading it. Gets it. Chips it over to the right side. Finds David, one of the goal scorers for tonight. Scored the 3rd goal. Philip. Nisbet getting involved. Goes inside. Goes far to the left trying to find Mazari Hodge. The keeper comes off his line. The ball is going to touch for a throw-in. A goal kick to St. Peter's.
You see another basket that will be coming up, Al? The green the green side of Bastia against the red side of Bastia. So another big derby coming up. Garden Hotspurs versus Village Superstars, the defending champion. That's going to be another very good competitive game. The rivalry between these teams are well known and have been for years. But the fiercest and the most competitive rivalry in the Bastia derby would be, of course, Newtown versus Village Superstars. Always.
Well, as you mentioned, Newtown, they have their hands full too with Connery. That's always very interesting game. Connery holds no bars for Newtown.
But they're on a very good run right now, Newtown.
Yep. And we're seeing some
really
changes.
Very good run and hot.
We're seeing some changes at the bottom here.
Yeah.
Look like Fire is coming in. Yes, Fire is in. Second change, also David coming out. Tumal Nisbet. Seems a little bit of confusion as to who's supposed to come out. Look like it's Purcell is coming out instead of David.
This is a very good chance for St. Peter's to rotate some players, keep the camp happy. Some players who don't normally play will get a chance to get a 15 minutes. So very good idea by Coach Isaac to change to rotate the players a bit. So he's still 4 goals in favor of St. Peter's. And I said it's really a battle to get into the final 6. As was just mentioned, Canary and Newtown will be coming up soon.
David Harris, long ball upfield, trying to find Foy, a freshman. Cannot hold on to it, cannot latch on to it. Ball goes into touch. Throwing Southstars. Morton. Leibird losing out to Garden. Garden goes forward. Finds Tumal. Tumal sends the man forward. Good pass out Tumal, but knocked just in time by Philip over to his keeper. 2 players clash on that ensuing play. St. Peter's player getting the worst and getting the free kick.
As I was saying, Newtown is on a nice little run with Rumpy Lake featuring. He has scored in 2 consecutive games, so he's really looking well. And talking about consecutive games, Kate White Freeman has scored in 6 consecutive games since the restart. That includes the FA Cup.
I was just about to ask you include the FA Cup.
Include the FA Cup, yes.
Okay.
The FA Cup quarter-final and semi-final, which will be against Canary and against Village Superstars. So he's really experiencing a...
Here comes Southstars. Can they erase the shutout? Man, Mazawi Hodge is free. 5 Hodge goes over. Trying to find one of his players. They go forward in the box. Queely comes off his mark and smothers it. Grabs it up, throws it out to Isaac. Isaac going over to Foy. Foy battling away, goes to the ground, doesn't get a foul. Archibald. Clearance eventually from the Southstars defense. So the 2 Archibalds are on now. Ricardo is joined by one of the other Archibalds from that area, Antonius. Simmons using his long legs to control, trying to get away from Nisbet. Nisbet is much shorter but a bit more robust. Ball goes into touch off of St. Peter's. A little bit of a clash there. Referee David Phillip is saying the man from St. Peter's was in the wrong. A little bit of friendly banter between Nisbet and Simmons. Free kick to Southstars. Phillip will take it. Cavan Phillip. Take control win the first ball. Archibald the second ball, knocked it long forward. Harris in attendance, goes to Gums. Gums back to Harris. Straight ball up to, straight forward pass up to Tyrrell. Square pass from Tyrrell to Warrington. Back to Tyrrell. Back to Warrington. Warrington. Look at to spring the ball forward. Rock it to sleep first, then go forward. They're going forward now with David. Upended by Phillip. Ball swung in the box, crossed, clearance off the outside edge, corner to St. Peter's. 4 goals to nil on this occasion.
Yes, 4 goals to nil, which represents an unassailable lead as far as St. Peter's is concerned. This game is now beyond Trafalgar Southstars, so St. Peter's can well count those 3 points as 3 points in the bag as they make their way to the final 6. Here comes the corner kick.
And that was off the crossbar. Still not out of the woods. Again off the crossbar. Oh, that post must be made in St. Peter's. Made in Southstars, I mean. Here come Roberts trying to get away. Robbed by Southstars. They speed forward. Look like the man Hodge has much of the ball. Then he goes across the field trying to find Morton and Queeley. Archibald wins it in the midfield. Gives it over to Phillip. Phillip loses out. The counter attack comes with Tumal Nisbet. Tumal coming down inside the box, trying to cross now more. Strong tackle coming in from the other Archibald. That one is Ricardo Archibald. Knocking the ball away into touch and making sure that Tumal doesn't go forward with the ball. Clean tackle.
Well, clean, well, it was a crunching tackle indeed. Very aggressive tackle. Get the ball, clear the ball outside of his box, and now it's going to be a corner kick. It's going to be a corner kick for St. Peter's. Looking to add to their advantage. They have 4-goal advantage, and now they're looking to add to it. Can they get the 5th goal?
Corner comes in. Miss. Chance for a shot. No. Now it comes from Harris. Cleared. A second one by Harris. Cleared. Foy gets it. Foy cannot control. 3 against 1 now. They go to the right side. Finds Dylan. Warrington is lone man back. Harris comes to help. What can Dylan do? He goes across and finds the boot of Harris. Across field, trying to find the man on the far post, which was Queeley. But they win it back. Nisbet has it on his weaker foot. Turns to his left foot. Stabbed away by Tumal. Ball cross deep to the left side, looking for help. Hodge, fancy footwork, trying to get around 2 men. Cannot succeed. Ball goes into touch off of his boot. Goal kick to St. Peter's.
It's all academic now, Al. As I said, it's a foregone conclusion that St. Peter's will be picking up the full 3 points from this. But just to remind listeners that the top scorer right now is Keith White.
We mentioned it at halftime that he's well away from the other 2 chasers in Tyrone Hanley and Vilsroy Nelson. Tyrone Hanley from Superstars and Nelson, who didn't score in the last match for Keon. He did not score against Newtown. And Tyrone Hanley is out injured. And so he's racking up the goals.
Racking up the goal and maybe breaking some records. I don't know. This 6 consecutive matches. But here comes St. Peter's. Can they get the 5th goal?
Tumal Nisbet goes on the inside, tries to find help, but finds Ronaldo Nisbet instead. Nisbet speeds away with it. He goes down the right side. Will he come back to his favorite left foot? Yes, he does. A number of players converge on him, trying their hardest not to let him get out. They eventually win the ball in Warrington. Warrington goes to Simmons. Simmons to Taekwon. Taekwon tries to get to Simmons. Simmons gets it. Trying to come on inside for the right foot. But Cavan Phillip is there. He clears upfield. Fast Dylan. Dylan can slide fire forward. Fire is not up for that race. Gordon covers. Shadows the ball to his keeper. Warrington takes it from the keeper. Gives it to Harris. Harris curls and turns on it. Gives it back to Warrington. Warrington looks forward, then gives it away to Fire. No. Harris just cleans up the mess there. Then he goes long, high, hard. Number of players chases. 2-on-1. Simmons gets there first. Shielding battle, a little wrestling battle going on. Whistle goes eventually. Foul against St. Peter's.
Yeah, it is now. As I said, this is an insurmountable lead by St. Peter's, and they have the FA Cup final coming up on the 11th of November against St. Paul's. So this should be a massive boost of confidence to the St. Peter's team as they go into the match. I'm sure they have matches before this. As I said, they're looking for points because they're looking to get into the final 6.
Well, according to you, they have them tonight because it's just about heading to the 10-minute mark, and they are 4 goals up. In normal football circles, this would be points already counted.
And so these are in the bags already, in the bag already for St. Peter's. So
they'll inch up on the Spurs on 30 points. They are now on 29. And Spurs has a big game at Village to play. Tyrrell, more action, 23-5. Archibald, Antonius. Probably heard me calling him, so he slams the ball in my direction. Throwing to St. Peter's.
I think St. Peter's have a nice window to get a good run of matches. I think they have. I'm not sure, but I think the next game will be one of those bottom teams. So, speaking to the president of the club, I think he told me that they have a nice window coming up, so they could have a nice run.
Here comes St. Peter's with Simmons fighting in the box, trying to get a shot. The other Archibald, Ricardo, wins it, gives it to Queely. Queely speeding away down the left flank, try to turn, but Roberts is a better man there. Roberts goes back to help in Gordon. Gordon then finds a free Roberts, who has about 10-20 yards ahead of him free. He hands it off, then moves off the ball, receives. Still moving off the ball is Roberts. Coming on the inside is Roberts. Are they looking for him? No. They give it to the man, Taekwon Tyrrell, who just cannot latch onto that one. Runs out of acres of space. Yes, we can look backwards into the various runs of the teams contesting for the 6th spot. We can get out our computers, the Google searches and so on.
Well, I don't know, it was half year, but the last time we discussed this, I think it was half year. We discussed this after the last game. The teams who are vying for you had a 2 position because the first 4 they already decided.
Well, I don't know if you call it an easy window because next they have St. Paul's, St. Peter's and St. Paul's. No, I think that one was played. I think it's Newtown Security Forces and Mantab.
So that's a good window to get a nice one. Newtown will be the most difficult one there. So after this one, they could easily pick up another 6 points. Well, they could earmark another 6 points for sure. Newtown might be the difficult one.
For sure. It doesn't work like that. Those are 2 desperate teams to the bottom there, you know?
Yes.
And when they're backed against the wall, you never tell what they can do.
Yeah, those are 2 teams battling at the relegation zone. That's Mantab. Mantab was beaten, severely beaten tonight. They were hit for 6 by St. Paul's tonight. 6 goals to 1 with Freeman again featuring. Here comes the corner kick. Nice flick on.
Oh, another big miss from a St. Peter's player.
Yes, Mantab being hit for 6 tonight. 6 goals to 1 against St. Paul's. So St. Paul's really in devastating form. Giving us some demolition job after beating St. Peter's 5 goals to 1. They're now giving Mantab 6 goals to 1. So good job by St. Paul's. They're the team to beat now.
Oh yes. Here come Isaac. Hitting it skyward. Not an easy technique to execute. Volley. It was always rising, never fell down enough for him. But while you were discussing the path of St. Peter's, I think Southstars made a number of changes in the last 10 minutes or so. Here they come again, St. Peter's in the box now. Battling away is Archibald, trying to get around the man. The St. Peter's man wins it into Simmons. Simmons tries a fancy bicycle or tricycle. It doesn't work.
Simmons changed that. I think it's just to add some flair for that. Don't you like a bit of improvisation there? Because it really wasn't necessary. Could have taken it a much more simple shot, but here comes the long ball upfield.
Freshman to freshman, Deontay Williams to Sherry. Sherry makes a mess of it. Here comes St. Peter's. Can they get 6 as they did the last time? Time is running out. Williams, David, touches, fakes, drives it into the box. Blocked with his body by Archibald. Simmons takes over. Simmons tries to get around 2 men. Then he chooses to pass to David. David loops it up, headed away. Southstars. Queeley. Another freshman on the far side. We didn't pick up his number. But Southstars giving it away to Roberts. Roberts goes back to his keeper. St. Peter's in front with the lead and still with numbers. Here they come again, but this time overrated pass. Brown picks it up easily. Caresses it now, puts it back down for a big kick up from the ground. Now, only as far as David, who takes it down nicely. Good technique there. Good control. Forward pass. Turn from Tyrrell. Trying to thread the needle. Doesn't work. Queeley takes over. Southside's defense clears, but not very far. As far as Simmons in the attacking third. Trying to go down the left flank. Simmons, no. Turns back. Finds David. David goes wide. Trying to fire into man 5. The ball finds the lines first.
Well, David just trying a no-look pass just now and almost deceived himself. But St. Peter's making another change. So just to remind you tonight that St. Peter's, St. Paul's are continuing their good form. The first game tonight, winning 6 goals to 1. And now the Saints, St. Peter's now doing the demolition job against Trafalgar Southstars. And the offside flag goes up, so it's going to be a free kick for St. Peter's.
Well, we really at a loss here with this team sheet that we have. And this man on the ball, his name is not on the sheet. But he knocks it forward for St. Peter's, finds Williams. Williams in the box by 5. 5 looking for a shot, try to turn, but robbed by the St. Peter's defense. Archibald's combining. Finds Nisbet. Nisbet going forward. Finds Fire. Robbed. Ball knocked away cleanly. 3 defenders combine. Up to 5. 5 goes on the inside. Number 23. Young player, it seems as if he transferred from Connery. Yes. Living in St. Peter's. Transferred to, used to play for Connery. Transferred to St. Peter's now. Ball goes goalward from distance out.
Substitution St. Peter's. Out is number 7, Karim Simmons. In is number 23, Jacob Hazel. In the 83rd minute. Substitution St. Peter's. Out is number 15, Sean David. In is number 16, Johnny Williams.
Yes, here comes St. Peter's on top of the box, but well defended there by Trafalgar Southstars, and now they're coming out from the back with the ball, looking to go up front.
Queally Archibald, but meanwhile Nisbet has gone 5 miles outside, won by St. Peter's. Man speeding forward, cleared by Deontay Williams, only as far as Wilkes. Wilkes stabs it to the right side, finds Isaac. Isaac dispossessed. Queally and his left back combining, only as far as Roberts. Ball hardly passing the halfway mark. They're probably filling the 10 men now. Southstars, ball going forward to Taekwon Tyrrell, knocked away partially by Deontay Williams. The goalkeeper cleans up. Brown has it now. Brown. Aimless kick, puts it into touch for a throw into St. Peter's. We have just about 5 minutes or so left by the unofficial clock. 5. Tackle coming in from Williams. Ball going into touch. I think Farr was begging for a free kick there. Hazel, a bit on the robust side, seems to have a lot of fans. They call him a nickname, shouting out to him, and he's hailing him up. Seems to have a good left foot too, because he's trusted with the corner. Gives his signal. Stabs it in now. Yes, it's a good corner. Asking questions. Deontay Williams heads away. As far as Roberts. Roberts gives it to Hazel. Hazel back to Roberts. Roberts goes into Harris. The last time this happened, they had a counter-attack. Chip forward. Take one, two. Goes goalward. The man coming in 5, must score, has to score, no, gives it away. Here they come again, St. Peter's winning the ball. Gordon, beat 1, beat 2. 5 takes over, 5 makes a miss of it again, but this time, Tumal Nisbet is there. He gives it away to Archibald. Archibald is a fighter. He wins it, loses his balance, and ball comes the other way, and then goes the other way. Archibald gets it back. Gives it up to Shari. Shari pushes Wilkes to the ground. So says David Phipps.
Shari's a big man there, running to the back